Hey everyone, this is Ebony, independent distributor with It Works Global. I am based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and I am here today with my friend and my business partner, Miss Anita. Anita, wave because you are on camera right now. All right, and we wanted to come and do a video together, um, introducing you to us individually as well as um, our team, just telling you a little bit about what we are all about. Again, my name is Ebony, and I am originally from New Jersey, but I've been in the Charlotte area for um, since 2006. I have been with It Works for a little over a year now. I joined last spring. This was my first foray into the network marketing industry. I was one of those people who swore up and down that I would never, ever, ever do anything with network marketing, direct selling, multi-level marketing. I thought the industry was a scam. I thought all the products, no matter the company, were scammy, and it was something I swore I would never do. But here I am now, a year and a half later, having this conversation with you all, telling you my story. I'm going to go back over to Anita so we can learn a little bit more about her. Anita, you are on.
Hey guys, I'm Anita. I am obviously an independent distributor for It Works Global. I'm a stay-at-home mom of two, so it is possible to do this business and, have a busy lifestyle. I don't have a sitter. It is just me. I started this business after being a customer and seeing how wonderful the products work. Just like everyone else, I was a skeptic and I went ahead and tried it and I was like, yes, go ahead and sign me up. Go ahead and sign me up to distribute those items because I'm just like everyone else. I don't have money to waste. I definitely don't have time to waste. Like I said, I have two babies. One of them is special needs. So I really want to stay at home with him. So I figured this would be a great opportunity to bring in some extra cash and, and also help people, and get my lifestyle together. But great opportunity for me to be able to stay at home with him because he needs a lot of attention. So that's basically about me. I'm based out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. But I'm trying to cover the whole upstate, Spartanburg, Greenville. I'm willing to travel and meet new people. I am a people person. I love to talk. Obviously long-winded. So, Ebony, I'm going to give it back to you.
All right. So Anita talked a little bit about how it was that she started the business. She was a loyal customer. I actually think, Anita, if I'm correct, you started off with hair, skin, nails, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, and I remember you were, maybe it was back in March. I think I saw your post on Genova's page, and I pressured you, not pressured, I encouraged you to order, even though at the time the product was on back order. I encouraged you to order because it was one of our best sellers, and as soon as it came off back order, it was like back in a back order status the very next day.
Yeah.
Anita started off as a loyal customer. I didn't. I was introduced to It Works through an associate on Facebook. To be honest with you, I don't even know how I know her or how we became friends. But I saw all of these before and after pictures in my news feed, and on one particular evening, I was paying extra special attention to my belly that was hanging over my stomach, feeling some kind of way about it. I saw the pictures on Facebook, and I reached out to her and I said, "What is this?" And she was like, it's the body wrap. She gave me this rundown, and I was like, "Okay, how can I sell it?" And she, sent me this email with this, telling me a little bit more about the business. And I decided at that moment that I was going to become a distributor. I did no research. I had never tried the products. I didn't know anyone else who had tried the products. But I decided that if the product worked for me the way I saw it working for others in all the pictures, that I wanted to make some extra money. Um, and that is how I came into the company. So I got my distributor kit, which includes one free box of wraps, and I put on that first wrap, took my before picture. My husband, my sister, they were like, "Oh my God, I didn't know your stomach was like that." I'm like, "Yeah, because I became an expert at hiding it." Took my before picture, put the wrap on. 24 hours later, I was absolutely amazed at the results that I got. And I've been passionate about the products, the business ever since then. Um, Anita, tell us a little bit more. You mentioned that you have two kids and that your son is special needs, but tell us a little bit more about your whys, especially with you being a stay-at-home mom, two kids, small small kids. My kids are 12 and 2, but your kids are a little bit younger. So tell us a little bit more about your whys, like your motivation, um, and what it is that you plan to, the lifestyle that you want to achieve through It
Okay.
Works.
A little bit more about my lifestyle and why I really wanted to join this business. Mainly, number one priority, my kids. My son is only 4, that has special needs, and then my daughter is 1. So, my husband and I decided that we wanted me to stay at home. But I did want to bring something else to the table. I've always been really independent, always. I always held a job since I was 15, always. And so staying at home was a step back for me because I had to put a lot of pride aside and get beside myself and just, tough it out. It's like, Anita, it is not about you. But it became too much not about me. I started losing my self-worth. So this business is actually helping me to actually grow as a woman. I'm a wonderful mother. I know that. But I started losing my self-worth and doubting myself in lots of areas. And in those cases, if you're not happy, everyone knows. If mom is not happy, the household is not happy. If you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of anybody in your household. And it started to show. It started to show in my marriage. It started to show in my kids. They were acting out. Kids are going to act out anyway, but kids are not crazy. They sense everything that you do. So I decided I needed to do something that, will build up my esteem just a little bit. My husband helps me with that, but it's always good to do it yourself. So I decided I wanted to also change my eating habits and exercise and all of that stuff because I do have health issues. So, when I did the hair, skin, and nails, that was just for appearance, and they worked really good, and I was really a skeptic on the wraps, so that's why I didn't try those first. But after I tried them, that's when I knew it was real, and it really changed my lifestyle dramatically. My eating habits changed drastically. I stopped snacking with the kids. That's a big no-no for mommies. When you fix kids their snacks, even if it's healthy snacks, there's still calories. Calories add up so quickly. So, it changed my eating habits and everything. So that's one of my big whys. It's just self-improvement and, trying to be a better me so I can take care of my family, and then have self-worth on top of that because I felt myself going down, down, down. And it's easy to do as a mom, as a woman. We're naturally nurturers and, we take care of everybody else and we don't take care of ourselves. So I figured I would get in this business, have something that's Anita's and not just DJ and Abby's mommy and Dominic's wife. I wanted to have my own something. And plus, I was getting healthy at the same time. So that's my motivation. And plus, people that have PCOS, which I have, this is going to give them something to look forward to because it's really hard to find stuff to work for us. So I want to spread the word about that. Not a lot is known about PCOS, but if you have it, you're looking for something to work. So I do want to reach out to that community because there's not a lot of communities to share things for that. So that's my big whys.
When I first met my husband, I was a single mom for 7 years until I met my husband. And on my first date with my husband, I told him straight up, I did not intend to work in corporate America for the rest of my life. We come from a generation of parents and grandparents where it was, a sense of, pride and accomplishment to say, I've been with this company for 45 years and I'm retiring and collecting my pension or, whatever. But we are the generation where that's not what we're looking forward to. The idea of working for one company, from the time you're 21, 22 years old to, retirement age, which will be, probably 70 years old, or if not a little older once we get there. But that just wasn't ideal for me. Never has been. So when I met my husband, I told him right away that I did not intend to work in corporate America for the rest of my life. And I told him that I had a very, very clear goal of being able to retire from corporate America before I turned 40. I will be 40 in 3.5 years. And he was very supportive of that. So for as long as I can remember, I've had entrepreneurial goals and an entrepreneurial mindset. I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. My family owned a restaurant for almost 20 years. So it's something that I feel like is just part of who I am. So for me to be doing this, owning a business, isn't a surprise to most people. The industry may be a surprise because I was so skeptical. But what I'm doing as far as business ownership is not a surprise. But my why, that's how I got to this point in wanting to be a business owner. But why I work so hard and why I'm so passionate, freedom is a big deal to me. Nita, just like how you talked about, the importance of, or you pretty much defined what success was to you, what, being a successful mom, a successful wife, what that meant to you. And for me, it's the same thing. Like you said, if mommy ain't happy, nobody's happy. Happy wife, happy life. I think my husband gets that now as well. But for me, having total control and freedom over my time is something that's so important to me. And I don't think I knew that I would never truly be the happiest that I could be until I'm able to accomplish that. So for me, one of my biggest why is freedom. I'm a Libra, and I think just naturally Libras want to be free. We enjoy companionship. We enjoy balance in life, but more than anything else, we want to be free and to be in control over ourselves. So for me, my biggest why is freedom. But with that freedom comes the ability to come and go as I please, to devote my time to my kids, to my husband, to my family. And similar to Nita, what Anita said, that is how I define success. That's what success means to Eboni. Being able to, show up at my kids' school during the middle of the day. Being able to go and have lunch with my husband during the middle of his workday. Those are things that make me happy. And of course, we all want to live our happiest. Nita, let's talk a little bit about our favorite It Works products. We both mentioned how skeptical we were of the products, the body wraps, hair, skin, nails. But tell me a little bit more about your favorite products and the difference that you've seen since you started using them.
My favorite, although I do love the body wraps, I like the hair, skin, nail supplements the best. The body wraps are great, and I like them because it motivated me to continue and get my lifestyle together and change my eating habits. But the hair, skin, nails, those results were dramatic, really dramatic and quick. I was having a lot of shedding and a lot of breakage, and my hair was just unhealthy because my body was needing more nutrients, and I guess just drawing it from my hair and pulling it from everywhere else. So once I got those supplements, I was really shocked how fast they work and how well they work. My hair texture I mean, it's really awesome, really awesome. And not just speaking from what I think about my hair, I've gotten so many compliments on my natural hair and how much fuller it is and, you know, my curl pattern and just all kind of stuff. I've never gotten this many compliments on my hair, on my natural hair. And it's easy to manage. Even my eyebrows and my eyelashes, like those got better. Which was crazy to me. I didn't even expect that. I spoke with Genova and I told her, my eyebrows are really growing super fast because I'm having to arch them like every other day. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting the hair on my head. But it was really good. And looking back on some pictures, I was like, yeah, I needed that because my eyebrows were not the greatest.
Not the greatest at all.
Yes. So that's my favorite product, the hair, skin, and nails.
For me, you know, I was introduced, like I said, I was introduced to the business, to It Works from the body wraps. And I've been slim my entire life. I still am. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not. But I've been slender my entire life. And I think because of that, I didn't believe I was one of those people that had to eat right, had to exercise. I didn't think that there would ever be a time where my body would be out of whack. And after having my youngest, I learned my lesson really quick that even being somebody who's naturally slender, that doesn't give you an excuse to ignore your body and to just, you know, eat anything and everything that you want. So, but I'm like you though. I love the body wraps, but hair, skin, and nails has become one of my favorite products. Recently, I did at the beginning of the year, I did the big chop, and I had all of, you know, an inch in some places, a half inch in other places, and my hair has grown so much since I started taking hair, skin, nails. Of course, this is not my hair. This is my protective style that I'm rocking, but my hair has just grown so much in the last 4 or 5 months. I was very skeptical about doing the big chop and just going back to natural. I don't remember there being a time where I did not have some sort of chemical process. Like most of us women of color, you know, we've spent more time processing our hairs and putting all sorts of chemicals in our hair than we spent not in that way. But I was very, very nervous
Yes.
about doing it. I tried it once before and I failed. I just didn't have the discipline necessary. But hair, skin, nails really made me feel like I can do the big chop. My hair is going to grow. I didn't have any expectations as far as texture or anything like that, but I just wanted healthy hair. And with hair, skin, nails, I feel like my hair is at its healthiest, it's at its strongest, and I feel so much more confident whether I'm rocking braids or even, you know, with my little afro or whatever it is I have going on. I feel so confident. Um, I also love the greens. Um, Nita, do you use the greens?
So what now?
Do you use greens? Do you take the greens?
No, I have not started, but I'm ordering the chews when I try those.
The It Works greens they're probably a favorite amongst so many distributors, if not all distributors. But before I started with the company, I had a serious caffeine and sugar addiction. It was just so unhealthy. I had such an unhealthy lifestyle. Um, and I implemented the greens into my daily diet, and within a matter of a week, I was no longer dependent on sugar or caffeine to make it through my day. I was always full of energy and full of life. So I absolutely love the It Works greens as well. Um, Nita, let me ask you for one tip. If you had to give a piece of advice to someone looking to join us as distributors, what would you give to someone who wanted to join into the business? What is a piece of advice you would give them?
My advice would be to be confident in the products. Try the products first of all and get familiar with them because you'll be so confident in them. You'll want to be a distributor. And think about all the people that you want to help. Think of what you want from the products. What are you trying to improve in yourself? And then think, do you want to share those with people? That's where I looked at it from. And be confident. Be confident in the product. Be a product of the product. But definitely give it a try.
If I had to offer a piece of advice to someone um, new considering joining the business, first of all, you took mine because you know I was going to say you have to be a product of the product. I'm really big on that, and I believe that kind of a caveat or to add on to that, it's something that I would say is that don't get so caught up on the idea of selling. What turns folks off, or what turned me off before I joined about the industry was that I hated selling. I didn't consider myself to be a salesperson. I hated to be sold, and I certainly didn't want to come across as that pushy person to others. But once I joined the business and more importantly started using the products, like Anita said, I became a product of the products. Um, I realized that this was not a business about sales. This was a business about sharing. Anyone who knows me can tell you that where I was before I joined this business and where I am now is like a complete 180. My lifestyle is healthier. My skin has a glow to it. I'm more confident. I'm more confident as a woman, as a wife. I Everything about me has changed, and it's because I was dedicated and committed to using these products, getting familiar, and more importantly, truly changing my lifestyle. Because what we do, we don't promote products, we promote a healthier lifestyle, a lifestyle of wellness and taking care of yourself and living your life to the fullest and making sure that your body is in a place where you can do those things as well. So if you're considering joining the business, but you feel like you're not a good salesperson, I'm here to tell you that what we do is not sales, we share. Okay, and I know it sounds like a cliche. I've heard it so many times before, but it's the truth. Um, and on that note, Anita, unless you have something else to say, we are going to wrap it up. Pun intended. We are going to wrap it up. I know you have a salon party that you need to get ready for tomorrow, and I have a wrap client who's coming over today. So we are going to be wrapping it up all weekend, actually. But is there anything else that you want to add?
No, that is it. I'm just saying that I love these products and don't be afraid. Like fear stops you from doing the best things of your life. Just go for it.
Amen. Amen. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Anita, thank you for being my guinea pig on and being so willing. I reached out to Anita earlier, like 3 hours ago, and I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" She was like, "Nothing." And I'm like, "Well, let's do this. Let's try it out." And she was ready to go. So Anita, thank you so much. I love you to life, and I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch um, our conversation. And I will make sure that our information, our contact information, is going to be in the info box below. Please feel free to reach out to either one of us, and we can help you get started either as a business owner or a distributor in the business, or if you're ready to get started using the products. Feel free to contact either one of us. Have a great day.